Hey, so I'm putting together a video for you right now and just kind of splicing some videos together that I took on that last trip. This was kind of my initial plan, my original plan, and show you a bunch of gear and stuff, but I'm gonna end up showing you the trip I took instead of the trip that I planned to take. So anyway, hope you enjoy. Love you, man. Hey, James, I'm gonna be just taking some video on this trip. I'm gonna be doing some stuff with it, but anyway, I'll probably send you the whole unedited thing. Dude, this place is amazing. So I'm in a campground called Kennedy Meadows. This is just like where I'm, cars right here. They have like a little parking lot, which is basically on the I think the PCT trail is just down there somewhere. Anyway, and so like people can park here, like if you were gonna resupply, you could have someone come in and meet you here. And there's a little campground here. You don't need a reservation, or there's no fee. You can just pull your car in there and camp if you want. I'll leave my car here overnight. But anyway, dude, this whole area is kind of mountain. We're at about 6,300 feet right now, something like that. I'll get some good video for you on the way. Let me see if I don't know if I can turn this thing around, but no, I guess it won't let me on the video. Anyway, Kern River's right behind me, or actually right in front of me, maybe a quarter mile. I'm gonna walk down and get on my pack right now, all my good stuff there, get my pack and head out, and I'll get some video along the way. Love you, man. Talk to you in a little bit. So we're just at the very beginning of this trail, not even like a quarter mile into it. Just past a guy headed back from fishing with his son. Said they didn't catch anything. You can hear, I don't know if you can hear it in the video, but so the Kern River's, down there. There's a peak right over there, and somewhere down in there, I can hear it. It's really nice to walk next to. It's also kind of reassuring knowing that as long as I can hear that, I've got a place where I can get water or something, if I needed to. So it's always nice. This is a great trail. So far it's kind of rocky, you can see, but I don't mind that. It's lots of shade. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah. So I'll let this run for just a second and then turn it off. Really pretty around here. Just, about 6,300 feet, and just awesome. This is the first that I've actually seen the Kern River. So it looks like we're going to be hiking along it. You can see it kind of goes up there. You can see if you look at the water through the trees there. And it comes down. It's really beautiful right here. Looks like the trail is going to take us into some shade. The sun's come up over this peak. Let's see if I can find the sun. Anyway, sun's right through there, I think. Came over that peak, so we're getting a little more sun. I'm getting a little more sun now. It's just warmer. But so the shade's awesome. All these trees on this side really help on the trail. Anyway, it's kind of a beautiful spot. And this probably wouldn't. There's a little pool. I don't know if you can see it. Swirling right there. Looks like that might be a terrible spot right close to the bank. Circles around. But anyway, really pretty out here. Hey, so just taking a little rest here for a second. Mostly get some food. And I realized that I had made a mistake on my pack and clipped the wrong. Anyway, had to fix something real fast. So I'm just going to show you what I eat along the way. So literally trail mix. So let's see if I can get this right. Let's see. So this is kind of my bag. So I found that about half to 3/4 of the sandwich bag is enough for one day of hiking. I put Winco has in bulk. They have a like a blend. It's got dried like some dried fruit, bananas, and I think apricots and raisins and little things like that. And then I get this time I put some chopped almonds and some of these really delicious peanut butter filled pretzels. And so I'll try, I like that because I can munch on the way. I don't necessarily have to stop like this. I just hadn't taken it out of my pack yet. So now I got to figure out how I'm going to carry this while I walk and see where I'm going to put it. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to get running. See you in a little bit. Bridge right here, otherwise I would have had to cross somewhere over here. The trail goes up that way. It's really pretty right here, crossing over from the east side to the west side of the Kern River. Yeah, very beautiful out here. Love the sound. I'm hoping that this way doesn't take us too far. Looks like it goes up over there, but I like the sound of water while I'm walking. In my opinion, this is what a perfect trail looks like. Walking through trees, flat. It's actually a touch downhill right here, which means we're gonna have to walk back uphill this much, but nice and flat. Trail's nice and, you know, maintained, and there's a lot of traffic through here. All of your PCT through hikers come on this trail. So anyway, just a great little section right here. Now this is the opposite of that kind of trail, to where there are no trees. Looks like there was probably a fire here years ago, and you can kind of see, like, as we get out here, like kind of a combination of, I don't know if it's fire, definitely was fire over there. You can see some burnt trees a little bit over there. So this is just, is going to be a little warmer and obviously not shady. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. So that was rough. That was a lot of full sun, no shade. Kind of a combination of that and water in my bottles is getting a little warm. So anyway, still just, the bummer is all these planes out here. I hear one go over about every 15-20 minutes, and I don't know, I'd just rather not hear them, but I guess that's part of it. Anyway, I found some shade under this little bush right here, about the first shade I've seen in a while, so I thought I'll stop and get some water and take the pack off for a minute, rest my legs. My legs were getting pretty tired because a lot of that was uphill, you know, uphill, full sun. The trail's a little bit sandy. Other than that, I'm really glad I put on sunscreen. Probably already, I don't know, we'll see. I may put some more on now just to make sure I don't get burnt. I'm gonna sit here and drink some water, rest up a little bit, let my legs cool off some, and get at it again. Anyway, see you in a little bit. Refilled my water just now. This one is perfect. Awesome. Very close to the trail. So. All right, so it is much later now. We had quite a few things happen between my little rest in the shade, I think was the last video I took for you. So, dude, I had a pretty good climb. Okay, so I was like maybe 6 miles in, and you know, that's not a long way to go. So I had planned to go 12. So I get up, dude, I start walking, and I'm like, I don't know, I go like 20 feet, and I just can't go. I'm like, what? And so I rest for a second and then start walking again. And I did this for a while, and then my stomach had started to get a little bit upset earlier, but then now, and I threw up, and it was just water, and I heaved like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, oh man, I hope, you know, I've got a water filtration system out here, but I've never used it before, and I'm like, I hope I didn't get bad water. So but dude, I was in bad shape, and I'm in full sun. Like, there's no shade where I am, and I don't think I can walk to where there's shade. There's like, the trees are so far off that I can see it's probably a mile. So I take my chair out, dude. Okay, so first, we're getting you a chair. I don't care if we split the cost, they're expensive, but dude, this chair was money. I'm telling you, money. And I'm gonna have an alarm go off here in about, I don't know, not too long. See if you can see my little MRE thing there. Anyway, it's soaking, heat cooking right now. So dude, I took out my chair and I'm just like, I just need to rest. Dude, I crashed. I don't know how long. I think I was asleep for like an hour or half hour anyway, something like that. And dude, it took me a while. So I'm trying to drink water, but every time I'm drinking water, it just doesn't quite hit my stomach right. I'm almost wondering if I got dehydrated. So anyway, so I start going and I'm looking, I've got the map and it shows me the elevation changes, and I had a little bit left of the climb left. So I finished that. And then I've got some pretty flat and a little bit of downhill. And then there's a big climb after that. I'm like, dude, there's no way I'm going on the big climb. I just don't want to take the risk. You know, I'm out here by myself, and you know, I've made assurances to Jen that I would be careful and not take any risk. So anyway, I'm walking by, and the campsite that I'm at now, which is amazing. I mean, as far as like backpacking campsites go, the only thing it's missing is a table. It's got a fire pit out here, but I don't think you're supposed to have a fire. I'm not gonna. And anyway, I saw that campsite, but there was no water by it, and I was down to like a half a liter of water, and I've got to have water to cook tonight and drink and, you know, whatever. And then to pack up to, you know, to fill up all my water for the walk back to the closest place. Anyway, so I was thinking about that. And so I was just looking for so I saw this campsite, but I had to keep moving because there was no water. And then I got like maybe half a mile down the road and there was water down. I'm like, oh, dude, that's amazing. So I came back here and set up camp. And I was going to show you all my gear. Maybe I'll do that in the morning. It's starting to get dark, and I do want to show you a couple cool things that I've got that you might, I don't know, you might like it just for camping. Anywho, this cool little thing. Anyway, it's got a red and a white light, anyway, for when it gets dark. So I got the water, packed water in. I've got water hanging in the tree, the water filter thing. So I've got about 3 liters there, and then I've got two bottles. So I got about 5 liters of water, which should be plenty for tonight and to get me on the road in the morning. And then we'll hike it in. I don't think I'm gonna stay here very long tomorrow. Probably get home, and I've got probably, I don't know how far out I am. I'm probably like 8 miles. I don't know. I probably walked 10 altogether, just all the back and forth I did, but that's a light day. I'm following these guys that are doing the whole Pacific Crest Trail, and they're doing like 20, 22, 24 every day, and they're older than me, and these guys I'm just out of shape. I need to get in better shape for this. I should have been able to handle it today, and I think that was part of it. I'm just fat, and I'm not walking enough when I'm not hiking. Jen and I were going on nightly walks with Lucy, and we hadn't done that in a while just because it's so hot, but we need to get back to that. So anyway, that's what happened. I'm good. I feel good now, dude. When I got in my bed, when I first got camp set up, dude, I crashed and I was out. I don't know, I was probably out an hour again after I napped in my chair. So now I'm sitting in my... So we're on the hike out this morning. I decided just to head out early, get home. I feel pretty good this morning. I got really good sleep last night, but I wanted to show you this. This is why I come out here. I've seen one other human the whole time. His name is Twain, very nice older man. Anyway, so you can see where we're hiking. This is much more downhill than you can tell on here, but hiking out towards that peak all the way in the distance, kind of somewhere in that valley. So anyway, this is lovely out here this morning. I'll keep this running for just a second or two. This is just a slight downhill, slight decline. Really good trail. It's well marked, easy to walk on. You don't have trees. A lot of your forest trails, which I like because they're shaded and stuff. The downside is that you'll get trees like this and that are blown down in the trail, and trail maintenance hasn't got there yet to move them or cut them or do whatever, and so you end up climbing over them with you're already tired and a 30-pound pack on your back, so those can get challenging. But anyway, there haven't really been any of those on this trail. It's just really nice. Super quiet out here with the exception of the occasional airplane. I will say this, after yesterday's experience, I will never downplay the importance of a chair and the importance of not getting a cheap sleep system. The two things that I've splurged on so far in my equipment has been that chair that I got with birthday money and my sleep pad, sleep quilt. Dude, when I got inside my tent last night, I left the rain guard off because we weren't gonna have any rain for sure, and so I could see straight up to the stars, which was awesome. And it was probably 40. It's really comfy, and my bag is super warm enough that I couldn't quite bundle up all the way. But dude, I slept really good last night, and so I got up this morning and had a pretty high calorie breakfast, some coffee, a little mocha coffee thing I've figured out that I think will work pretty good out here without having to carry a bunch of stuff. And got out of bed about 7:15, was able to sleep in some, and then the goal was to be done with breakfast and on the trail by 9, packed up and everything. And so I was on the trail at 8:58. Twain camped maybe about 200-300 yards from me last night, so 2 really great campsites there. So I said bye to him on the way out. He's hiking to Sonoma, and he's got 30 days to do it. So I asked him how far it was. He goes, I didn't look. I was like, okay. So anyway, he looked like he was pretty experienced and, the kind of guy that would take a spare 30 days and walk through the mountains. So anyway, it's been an adventure, and I definitely questioned my life choices yesterday. And today's gonna be a really nice, easy walk back to the car. And I'll be home by, I don't know, mid-afternoon or so. Anyway, I'll talk to you in a bit.
Just a little waterfall hidden back in there. I can't get to it, but it's pretty much all.
Yeah, river's down there somewhere. Anyway,
It sounded really nice out here, and I could see it back in there through those trees and between those 2 rocks. Pretty awesome.
So we're back, getting close to the end, I think. I'm not really watching the miles on the way back, but this is really nice. Got trees. This is obviously, it's been burned in here too. I'm gonna have to look and see like how long ago the wildfire came through here, because in the more exposed areas there's just nothing. The trees are gone. There's no, you can see like out here there's little saplings, and there's none of that out there. And it just seems like in the exposed areas that all of the trees died, and those trees would have provided some cover for some other trees to start without being exposed to that kind of harsh climate right away, and not a ton of water. So anyway, this has been a welcome relief from full exposure. There's quite a bit of clouds right now. They're expecting thunder showers here tonight, so kind of glad I'm not camping out here tonight. But anyway, this is a really nice section. So this is kind of the home stretch. I don't know how much we have left, maybe a mile, half mile, something like, not much. This is super nice in here. I think I remember coming out on this. This is in my opinion, a perfect trail. Nice and flat. It's not uphill or downhill really. Lots of trees, shade. Really quiet out here. Just birds and lizards and a few bugs. No people. Still only seen one person this whole time, which is kind of nice. Anyway, little downhill stretch here. You can be coming back into the campground pretty soon here. My car is parked right there, so I won't have to do much more. Anyway, nice little finishing stretch here. This forest, it's awesome. I'm gonna turn this off before I trip.